What's up, Pisces? This is going to be a love forecast for the second half of June. This is for my Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It really helps out my channel. And if you are new here, I do put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I also do offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video, and I am on TikTok and Instagram. If you want to follow me over there, I'll put the links to those in the description box as well. So let's get stuck into it. Spirit, what's coming in, please, for my Pisces, Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in the area of love, second half of June. Any love messages for my Pisces, Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, second half of June. The Devil in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles, the Hermit card. Whoops, the Knight of Wands wanted to come out with the 9 of Cups. Pisces, okay, Devil card, temptation, desire, attachment, but distance here with the Hermit card. So maybe you're taking a step back from a situation. I'm seeing that there's a lot of passion between you and a person, you know, but maybe it goes hot and cold or in and out. You know, the Hermit here is shining a light on the 10 of Pentacles. So this could mean two things, Pisces. This could mean that you're suddenly being called to go within and get some answers for yourself around what you actually want for the future. 10 of Pentacles, like what's your future vision? Because what I'm seeing here is there's a lot of fun and enjoyment. You know, the Devil card, this doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Like we always take it as toxic, etc. For some of you, this is a little toxic. For others of you, this is a lot of joy, fun, sex. 9 of Cups is, you know, like going out, having a good time. You know, maybe some of you are just dating around. But the Hermit card's feeling like you want to take a step back, you want to hermit a bit, and you want to really focus on actually what you want for the future. Okay, like what is it that you're actually desiring, and maybe taking a step back and thinking about whether or not these situations are serving you, or a situation, for example. Okay, Pisces, for some of you there's a situation, and for others of you this might be looking at certain patterns that you're repeating, or certain situations that are coming up that maybe are fun but maybe aren't in alignment anymore, like when you're really honest with yourself or you go a bit deeper. For some of you, where you feel like this is a little toxic, or you seem to have a toxic pattern with a person, there could be this sense of withdrawal, and the lantern here is shining a light maybe on some family issues that are coming up. Now we know that Saturn is in Pisces, so this could be a recurring thing coming up for you guys while, like, during this transit. It could be shining a light on you know, some spaces that you need to look at, that you need to put work and effort into. Maybe there's a sense of what limits you, you know, or there could be some karmic stuff coming up. So there could be some lessons that you're starting to feel like you need to look at, you need to master. But like I said, you know, for some of you, it's been that, you know, a situation or situations where you've been having a good time, no lack of passion or sex. Let's look at this Devil card in the reverse. I mean, the Devil card in the reverse does tell me that there's a sense of wanting to set yourself free from something, or maybe a pattern, right? Now we have the Emperor card in the reverse. So the Emperor card is where we feel maybe we've lost a sense of control, or maybe there's a fear of losing control. So either that's you or a person you're dealing with. For some of you, you know, this could be fears around vulnerability, and maybe this is manifesting in a way where you're getting into situations that are lacking depth, or that are maybe more sexual than intimate. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm just channeling what they're giving me. Okay. So it's a psychology lesson. Anyway, but you know, the Emperor card, this is like also, yeah, it could be power struggles that you're having with people as well. There could be attachment issues coming up, you know. There could be also some stuff coming up around a father figure for some of you, okay? I'm just saying, because I've got 10 of Pentacles, the Emperor card. There's this sort of Knight of Wands, okay? Maybe this means that there's a lot of people that are coming in that come and go, or there's one situation that keeps coming and going, and doesn't sort of lead to anything. I mean, the Emperor card in the upright would be about commitment, structure, putting in effort, building foundations with a person. Anyway, I mean, it seems to be that, Pisces, on the lighter side of things, it's just like a moment where you're taking a step back to reassess things, okay? Like I said, for some of you, maybe there's some family stuff that you're looking through and thinking about how that has affected you and your approach to love, for example. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, the Star card. Okay, so I was going to say, we're clarifying the Hermit. So there's something about you going within to get some clarity around what really are your desires and your wishes with the Star card. Okay, the Star card is also healing. So maybe there's something that you're going within to heal now. Let's look at this Emperor card in the reverse. The World card in the reverse. So this is unfinished business or cycles that keep repeating. Okay, so in the least, if the Emperor card is not about like a father figure, what the Emperor card and the World card in the reverse tends to mean to me is there's this sense of things keep repeating because there's a sense of us maybe not taking control of matters for ourselves. Now, taking control does not mean needing to control an outside person or situation. This is more taking control of our own belief systems, our own blocks, our own negative thinking, maybe issues that you're having with self-concept. Or maybe fears that are coming up for you. If you're the one that maybe is a bit, avoidant or pushing people away. So, it's not always the other person. So let's have a look then at the world. So what's unfinished? The Nine of Swords. So some of you are having trouble sleeping or there's a lot of anxiety here. Maybe there are things that keep repeating from the past or coming up more so in your mind space. And then we've got the Five of Cups. So there is this sense of wanting to let go. The Five of Cups is about what hasn't worked out, spilt cups, emotional disappointment. Now again, for some of you, this is something that is becoming very pronounced through a specific person, maybe a person where there's a lot of passion, but it's in and out. The Hangman is about surrender. So there's something that you need to let go of, Pisces. That's not healthy for you, but I think it starts with you, even if it's manifesting in a situation with a person. I do see yourself probably setting yourself free from it if there's a person, but I also see that you need to set yourself free from maybe a mindset or something that's keeping you trapped, something unhealthy in terms of your own self-belief, like your own concept, your self-worth, all of that stuff. So Nine of Swords, the Hangman. Hangman is really about surrender. Like, what are we going to let go of? Now, for some of you, you're deciding to take a pause from a person where you're really realizing now that maybe there is something toxic there. You could be dealing with a person, like I said, where there's like, a lot of, fun. You could be dealing with a person actually where there's addictions at play. That's just for some of you. Or there's power struggles where, the Emperor card in the reverse can be someone that can be actually very controlling, either controlling in terms of what they're willing to give you, right? And this creates sort of like a hot and cold or a breadcrumb type energy, or controlling in terms of you, right? So maybe it's a person that likes to play power games. I don't know. This is just for some of you. For others of you, the story that I was giving you applies. This could be old patterns coming up, and maybe you've had this several times, right? So that the Ace of Cups is coming up. So the Hangman and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. What I'm getting a strong message around, Pisces, is that there is a new love start for you, but it's going to be necessary for you to do this, to release these patterns, to get something that is probably more in alignment with what you actually desire deep down, right? To have that true love, to have that connection with someone with true vulnerability and intimacy, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is repetitive cycles and patterns. So what I'm getting here, more so than anything, Pisces, and we're going to get more details, we're going to get the oracles and whatnot, but there's something here that needs to be healed, surrendered, released, to open yourself up for something deeper, okay? There's an Ace of Wands here. So there's two aces. You're losing passion and inspiration for an old way or an old relationship or connection, and there's a new start that's presenting imminently. But the Nine of Swords, I think this is more you, and this is not wanting to carry forward an old pattern. Does that make sense, Pisces? So let me have a look at this Devil card again in the reverse. What are we letting go of? Let's see. The Hierophant in the reverse and the Empress. Wow, you've got the Empress and the Emperor in the reverse, Pisces, and the Hierophant card in the reverse. There could be some fears around commitment, or you are dealing with a specific person or a series of people, where there's a lack of commitment, okay? And it seems to be that you're attracting in a type of person where there's a distorted energy. We've got like the shadow of the Emperor and the shadow of the Empress. So maybe this is like trauma bond type energy, because this is like distorted masculine, distorted feminine. So for some of you, there's like a codependent pattern going on where you're giving a lot and you're only getting sort of, you know, a breadcrumb back. For others of you, you might be in that sort of very avoidant kind of an energy, and you're attracting in very codependent type people. Devil card can be attachment, clingy, obsessive type energy, and it's leading to issues around commitment, okay? Now, for some of you, like I said, there could be family issues that are at play around a mother and a father figure, or you're attracting in partners that have that. Okay, Pisces, I know that this is very general, but I can't help giving you I'm channeling what they're giving me. This looks like more spiritual to me than anything, because look at all this major arcana on the table, Pisces. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcana, you know. 9, okay, so the majority of this spread is like major arcana cards, which means you're going through a spiritual evolution. But I do see that there's an Ace of Cups here. I also see the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Wands. There's, you know, someone is a Knight of Wands that has maybe been in and out and has provoked a lot of this, you know, now self-awareness in you, but also an understanding that you need to cut certain people out, or that person, or certain habits. And the Nine of Cups is about true fulfillment. I think the fulfillment that you have been having to date has been more connected to like a shadow side. Okay, I mean, I'm going to get a little bit on a Knight of Wands for those of you who this is really, you know, it's emblematic of a person that you're currently dealing with, and some of you that's the case. We've got Page of Swords. So some of you, you know, Page of Swords is about analysis. So now there's this real sense of wanting to get a bit of analysis around what's going to actually fulfill your wishes. Now you could have, you know, a person that's still very connected to you, Page of Swords, still watching you, analyzing you. But now I think you're sort of taking a step back to think about whether or not it's right for you, okay? Let's see. Yeah, there's a King of Wands, okay? So Pisces, I definitely see that there's a situation you're connected to where there's a lot of chemistry. I mean, to be honest, Pisces, like I said, some of you are dealing with a number of situations. There could be like, you know, you could be dating, you could feel like you're having a repetition. There could be someone, the King of Wands, that you are very curious and interested in, but there may also be a lot of fears and anxieties around, you know, because the past, there's been a certain pattern, right? But anyway, the King of Wands here and the Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups, I do feel someone is eyeing you out. This could be the Ace of Cups, a new love beginning. But there's also a sense of you feeling like you need to do some processing around something. So let me get a little bit on this King of Wands, okay? What is this King of Wands all about? What are they feeling? Nine of Swords. There's some kind of an anxiety here. I really think that, Pisces, it's like a fear of repetition, a fear that you're going to have what you've had before, or that this person and you, there's going to be the same. You know, if you have dealt with this person before, you could feel like this is going to be more of the same of what you've had, or, you know, because that's this cycles thing. So let me just get a bit on this person's feelings and intentions towards you. There's something about if you maybe change your mindset and your approach, it's possible that what's going to manifest for you in your reality with connections, with people, will also shift. Okay, we've got a Hierophant card in the upright. All right, so this person's feelings and intentions towards Pisces. I mean, it's possible there's someone that wants to really commit to you, Pisces, but it's your own fears and anxieties that are holding you back, right? Like you're self-sabotaging, or you're assuming the worst, or yeah, there's anxiety coming up. Let me have a look. Okay, well, the Empress card in the reverse. All right, Pisces, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Magician card in the reverse, the Seven of Swords in the upright, the Nine of Swords, my God, so many repeat cards. So the King of Wands is the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Pisces. So this is a person you're still connected to for a lot of you, all right, or you're energetically connected, I don't know. But a King of Wands, so it's telling me this person and you, there's still a sense of watching, analyzing, you know, there's a lot of attraction. But here we have the Empress card in the reverse, which we had out before, right? So there's something here that's out of balance or out of whack in this situation. You know, for some of you, you're dealing with a person that has mummy issues with that Empress card in the reverse. And that causes a lot of hot and cold behavior. For some of you, this is a person that has not released someone from their past or some pain from their past. I mean, the Seven of Swords in the reverse here, I mean, there could be a little bit of this sense of, well, there's unfulfilled potential between the two of you, but this can also be like a bit of manipulation or smoke and mirrors. With the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this could be deception, right? Maybe there's been hot and cold or in and out, and you know, the Seven of Swords can be a caught out card. So maybe you have sort of found something out about this person. Maybe they were not honest with you in some way. Maybe, look, the Empress card can be a wife and a mother as well. So maybe that's playing into this situation. But this person, they're feeling quite stressed about you still. So maybe you're feeling this person's energy, or you feel that this person is still connected to you. They're still watching you. Let me have a look at this Empress. Nine of Cups. Oh my God, there's so many crossover cards, Pisces. So yeah, there is a sense of you being someone that is like their wish fulfillment. Temperance card. There's something about timing here or patience. Gosh, Pisces. So maybe you've been connected to this person for a while. Tell me about the Magician card in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. There's unfulfilled potential, but there's also that kind of lack of reciprocity or breadcrumb type energy. I think that this person feels like they need time. There's something that they're trying to work through here, particularly if there is an outside energy that they're in the process of trying to release. The Empress card in the reverse also is like potentially someone in their distorted energy, as I said. So this is like, this person is not really feeling very balanced. The Temperance card, there's a need for healing. So maybe they are working on their healing. Let me see. Tell me about that Temperance card. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse, working on releasing something that they're holding on to that is painful or, you know, a pattern, right? The Four of Pentacles is often when we're withholding. I mean, it could be that this person holds back quite a lot. Like the Six of Pentacles in the reverse is sort of that, like I said, breadcrumb energy, and the Four of Pentacles, maybe this person, it's like they withhold. But that might be because they're holding on to something that, you know, like family issues or something that prevents them from being like vulnerable. So there's a need for balance. They probably know that there's something that they want to heal with you. Three of Wands. There's a sense of thinking about the future, but then maybe, you know, waiting. Maybe they've been waiting for you to make a move. I don't know. The Chariot card, there's no movement. This person could be at a distance from you. Chariot card, yeah, Cancer energy. And Three of Cups. All right. So there could be third parties in the mix here, or this person could just like to go out and distract themselves, have fun. I don't know, the Emperor and the Empress, I mean, Pisces, you could feel like this person on a level is really like a match, you know, but it seems that you're both, there's a distorted energy here, or you mirror each other's shadow aspects. So you might be deciding you want to take a step back from this and do the inner work on yourself to set yourself free from this version of the relationship or the connection, you know. And so if you work through your issues and elevate, you're either going to bring in, you know, the Ace of Cups. It could be a new love beginning elsewhere, or it could be that this is going to transform with some patience and timing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Pisces is a weird read. The reads have been weird this round. Ten of Cups, yeah. So there's a sense of they see the Ten of Cups with you. They see you as someone they'd like the Ten of Cups with, not just the 9, but the 10. But there seems to be something, there's either some dishonesty involving third parties, or some bad habits, or some avoidance, or some fears that are getting in the way, right? They want to set themselves free, Eight of Swords, from something. Also maybe from the family issues that are keeping them stuck, that they haven't healed, that causes this like avoidance, right? And they feel like this is unfinished, Death card in the reverse. So what are they going to do in June? Why is this coming up so strongly? Like, what are they going to do in the second half of June? Let's see. Six of Swords in the reverse. Well, they haven't moved on, so it might be a return. Yeah, Ace of Swords, a conversation, a truth. I mean, we have the Ace of Cups as well. So maybe this is the person that's coming in wanting to renew things with you, but the Ace of Swords is about an honest conversation. I've got 10 of Pentacles and the Emperor in the upright. Well, that's interesting. So there's an upright Emperor. So maybe they want to take control of the matter. I feel, Pisces, you're wanting to take back control over your own healing and take responsibility for that. And in doing that, you're going to understand more what you actually desire and want, right? Because you're going to be in a much more balanced energy. This person wants to have a conversation with you, and they do seem to have a future vision. You're focused on whether or not what's around you matches your future vision. Do you understand what I'm saying, Pisces? You've got double 10 of Pentacles. But, you know, they might have also had a breakthrough or a clarity around something that they need to work through in order to come up in a balanced energy, right? Not to not be the Emperor in the reverse, but to be an Emperor in the upright. So maybe there's some kind of a conversation here or a clarity. Let's see. And then Queen of Pentacles. Okay, they might also want to talk to you. There's a Queen of Pentacles, which is about like commitments. It is about loyalty, etc. And you know, the Eight of Pentacles is here, so they may want to communicate. They want to put more effort into building something stable with you. However, this energy is very mixed, Pisces. It's like maybe they're going to say that's their intentions, but they did say, I did get earlier that this is something to do with patience and timing. So it may take a bit of time for them to really come through with what they're intending. It's unfinished, Pisces, and I do see a lot of like aces, but I also see with this Ace of Wands in the reverse, you might be losing your attraction to this situation because you're also doing a lot of work on yourself and maybe feeling like this might not be in alignment for you right now, right? You might be losing your attachment to this. Maybe the attachment was very strong for a long time. Aries energy with the Emperor. We've got Libra, Taurus. We've got Taurus with the Hierophant, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius. Gemini, Virgo with the Magician. Yeah. Okay, Pisces. All right, so let me get you some of these Mystic Black Rose, all right? So what's coming through? Look, there's an ace and an ace. There's three aces. The passion seems to have died on your side, but it seems to be maybe you're moving more towards a new love beginning, or you're focusing like elsewhere, or you're focusing on self-love with that Ace of Cups. But this person seems to want to have a conversation that does revolve around the future or taking control of the matters that they need to take control of for healing, right? Heartstrings, stringing along, playing with feelings. You felt very strung along in this situation, Pisces. Present, yeah. Something about feeling the moment, becoming aware, today and the now. There's an awareness as well. So maybe this person has had some awareness around the patterns and you're having some awareness around your patterns. You know, if you do decide to move forward with this, I mean, present, this is about maybe letting go of all the pain from the past or patterns that keep repeating and, you know, pushing the reset and starting again properly from like the present moment without carrying all the baggage. Because again, I'm getting that there's like mirroring going on here, Pisces, you know what I mean? So you have to let go of what keeps repeating from the past and create a new energy. Do you know what I mean? Okay guys, I'm not the most articulate, right, always, but deja vu, repeated patterns, okay? There's history, so this person you have history with, happened in the past, repeated patterns, okay? Soulmates, so there's some kind of a soul connection, but a lot of like, you know, triggering wounds, right? Surprise, unexpected action, spontaneous showing up, unexpected change. So you may not be expecting this. There could be like a conversation coming, you know, this person could be coming in with different energy. It could feel unexpected. Yep, showing proof, validation, confirmation, finding the truth. Ace of Swords, this is like a confession type energy. This says I love you on it. Or maybe, you know, they want to show you proof that they want to make changes. We've got the past, there is history, looking back. Left behind, you know, maybe this in and out energy has also made you feel very like left behind, abandoned. Conflict in the past, clashing, differences. What else? Muse, inspired by you, listening to music, emotional bond, song lyrics. So there is something there, Pisces. Now again, I'm not encouraging any of you to like take breadcrumbs or have, you know, continue with a trauma bond or any of that sort of stuff. I'm just saying is like, there seems to be some kind of a strong connection here, and maybe there's this need to actually put in the effort to work through your side of the street. I'm not giving you shit, Pisces. I'm just saying it's like, you know, it seems to be that there's this deja vu, repeated patterns, but maybe it's about you also changing yours. And again, I said, don't take anyone that's not right for you or not healthy, but there seems to be some kind of a change that this person wants to show you that they're going through. I don't know. We've got illuminate, confession, shedding light. Something's going to be revealed. There's going to be some kind of a confession, maybe an emotional confession, maybe an understanding around past patterns and how that should change. Let's see what else. Spirit, protected aura, divine intervention, guardian angel, shielding. Look, the Temperance card also is a little bit like divine intervention. So I feel that the fact that this hasn't sort of moved forward to date, like really moved forward, is because the timing hasn't been right. Because clearly there's a lot of things that need to be worked through, right? On both ends. But then I've got pursuit, chasing, persistence, hunting down, resilience. So this person's going to come chasing you with that King of Wands energy. And then there's pain. There's the guarded, apprehensive, you know, putting up a wall. So, and then butterflies, devotion, happiness. So there's something here about, you know, being very guarded, maybe both of you sort of mirroring each other and putting up a wall. But there's also this sense of devotion and emotional bond. Anyway, I mean, make what you do with that, Pisces. I think for you either way, there's some really positive stuff coming through because you're learning to break a pattern more so than anything, right? To allow yourself to have, you know, more of this Ace of Cups, to allow your cup to overflow, like to give yourself the love in order to be able to receive it. All right, Pisces, I hope that resonated for you. And if so, you can give me a like and a comment, please. And I'll check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.